164.5 pounds. He comes into the fight with a record of 2 wins against 5 losses, 2 by knockout. From Syracuse, let's hear it for Bad Freddie, Fred Johnson. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing all black. He weighed in this morning at 167.75 pounds. He comes into the fight with an impressive record of 8 wins against 2 losses, 4 by knockout. Let's hear it for Syracuse's own Willy Brick City Kemp.
Okay, we are ready. This is a rematch. Matter of fact, the last fight Fred Johnson had was against Willy Kemp, and that victory went to Kemp in 4 rounds. He stopped him in the 4th round in a TKO a year ago.
That was Willy Kemp's professional debut, and he's looking to repeat. It's a battle of 2 hometown guys, 2 Syracuse boxers. Syracuse, a great boxing area.
Since that fight, Willy Kemp has had 9 others. Matter of fact, his last fight took place 8 days ago. So he's had 10 professional fights in 11 months.
Well, he's taken a page out of the book of a Willy Kemp, or to be more current, a Mike Tyson. That's how you get to be a good professional fighter, by being active.
Just think, 240 fights. You would have to fight once a month for 20 years. That's mind-boggling.
You know, one of the great things, Red Smith once wrote a column about a Willy Kemp fight. He was so marvelous defensively, so impossible. If he didn't want you to hit him, you couldn't hit him. Red Smith once wrote, he fought a guy 10 rounds, the guy maybe hit Willy Kemp 3 times. And as Red Smith so greatly described it, he said it was like trying to stamp out a brush fire.
Mike Filippelli, the referee.
Well,
it's hard to believe that Fred Johnson has not fought in a year. He looks in pretty good condition.
Well, I might mention that this is referee Mike Filippelli's professional debut, so he's a little nervous.
Ooh, good left hand throw there by Willy Kemp.
Oh, there's a shot. Johnson coming back with a shot. Willy Kemp is still considered a good prospect. However, he has been beaten by both Chris Sandy and Kelvin Prather. Kelvin Prather from Catskill is a protege of Kevin Rooney, the ex-trainer of Mike Tyson. So Kemp's got something to prove, even though he's beaten Fred Johnson once before.
That, as we said, was just about a year ago. Big right hand that time. Kemp got it in, leads with another right, but takes it right to the head.
He made Johnson's legs do that funny dance.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in this first round. A scheduled 6th rounder. Some good body blows there by Willy Kemp. Good left again.
It's been 11 months since Johnson's last fight, and his rustiness shows right now.
Round 1 winding down. Round number 2. Freddie Johnson was standing in his corner for about 20 seconds prior to the start of the round, just looking out at Kemp with a big smile on his face.
Well, they're both from Syracuse, and I'm sure they know each other. In fact, I would guess that they've sparred together in the gym. There's not too many professional fighters in this area. Although, again, in connection with the Hall of Fame being established here in Canastota, Canastota's produced not 1, but 2 world champions. Oh, big right hand.
By Kemp.
I think he hurt Johnson with that shot. Canastota producing the great Carmen Basilio as a world champion, and then his nephew, Billy Backus, also a world champion.
You drive into this town and you think you're in Green Bay because they also call it Titletown, USA.
Not bad for such a small upstate New York town. 2 world champs.
Good left. Snuck that one in. Did Kemp.
Kemp has a nice rhythm to his punching. He places his shots nicely. Although he does not stepping behind his punches.
Likes to lead a lot with that right hand, as he does here twice, doubling up with it.
Well, right now, Fred Johnson's covering up and fighting a more defensive fight. And when your opponent does that, it really makes it hard for you to get off.
Scheduled 6-rounder, but again, the last time these two met, it was Kemp in the black trunks who stopped Johnson in the 4th round. And he's had the best of it thus far here. A little more than a minute remaining in the 2nd round.
When Johnson's in close, he seems to be able to smother Kemp.
Oh, he got rocked with a right.
Yeah, he was rocked. Now, this is a new referee, his first professional fight, Mike Filippelli. You saw the hesitation. The referee's got to, I'm not saying he did the wrong thing. The standing 8 count is there in New York, and it should be used judiciously. But he hesitated and almost did not give it.
And right now, Kemp moving in. 30 seconds remaining in the 2nd round. And Kemp has Johnson in trouble. Good right hand. Came up with it, and he rocked Johnson back.
Well, he's wobbling Johnson with every punch now, Spencer. What Kemp... Oh, there's a nice, beautiful right uppercut.
Oh, that's it. Down goes Johnson. Johnson able to rise up, and there is the bell ending the 2nd round. Freddie Johnson is in trouble, and the trouble coming from his opponent, Willy Kemp, here in the 2nd round.
Well, as you mentioned, Kemp was banging with the right hand. There it is. He wobbled him with that right hand. So a standing... There's the overhand right. And down goes Fred Johnson. 2 knockdowns in that round. 1 standing 8 count, and 2 8 counts rather. 1 standing 8 count, and then 1 for the knockdown. So Mr. Johnson's in serious trouble.
This is the 3rd round, a scheduled 6-rounder. Willy Kemp looking to improve his record to 9-2. He has 4 knockouts. And Fred Johnson was a victim of his back in his first professional fight.
Well, Willy Kemp took him out in 4 rounds in his pro debut. Now he's looking to do it in less. So it'd have to take him out of here this round, obviously.
Kemp had an extensive amateur career, 116 fights. He won 99 of them. There's that lead with a right once again. Following up left and right combinations. Johnson's in trouble, and the right stings him again.
All through the fight, it's been that lead right hand exploding. You can see the inexperience of Kemp. He should mix up his attack, Spencer. He should go to the body occasionally.
Oh, he just wound up there. You know, watching Kemp and seeing with that uppercut in attendance here this weekend, the fellow who had that great big bolo punch.
Let me guess. Ah, right.
But the kid was a little more dramatic with it. Oh, what a flair.
One of the all-time greats, the Cuban Bonbon. Also known as the Hawk. He was the original Hawk, not Aaron Pryor.
Just 1 minute remaining in this 3rd round. And Johnson basically holding his own. Oh, he got a right in that time. But not much sting on it at this point.
Well, Willy Kemp's got to be a little frustrated. He hurt the man twice badly in the last round. This round, oh,
At the right, and again, that lead right after Johnson appeared to be coming back, and now follows up with a left and right combination.
With a 2-5 record, obviously Fred Johnson's not a great fighter, but no one can question his heart.
He's got guts.
His mouth is a little bloody now on the inside. You can see it on the mouthpiece.
And again, as you pointed out, while it doesn't appear to be a serious injury, it can affect your breathing, and that's serious when you're boxing.
Absolutely. Very hard to breathe with your mouth filled with blood.
Round 3 winds down. Willy Kemp in the black trunks. He throws that right-hand lead and throws it so effectively, but sometimes he looks like a pitcher winding up, getting ready to throw a fastball.
Well, he was definitely teeing up, but there's one. Boy, that came from Buffalo. That came up from near the New York-Canada border. That was a wild pitch.
There's Freddie Johnson, 29 years of age, born in South Carolina, and lives in Syracuse, and his opponent is Willy Kemp.
You know, he just smiled at Willy Kemp.
He does that all the time.
I don't know if there's an inside joke or he likes to be hit, but Willy Kemp taking BP batting practice on Freddie Johnson.
4th round. This is scheduled 6. And it has been all Kemp. Johnson trying to get inside right now, which might be a pretty smart tactic.
Well, on the inside, he does better. He's able to tie up Kemp. He's also able to smother his punches. It's when he steps back that Kemp lets loose with those long punches.
And usually with a right-hand lead. That has done the most damage in this fight.
Those are not candy grams, those right hands. Those are power punches. Speaking of power punches, below Johnson's corner, one of the all-time ring greats. He was a 5-time world champion, the great Emil Griffith, also a member of the Hall of Fame.
And that's where we are in Catastota, New York, which is the home of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Inauguration ceremonies for the charter members taking place this weekend in this community just outside of Syracuse, New York. Good right hand uppercut once again by Kemp.
That was sweet. That was a nice short uppercut. That's the kind of a punch that Emil Griffith would approve of.
Oh, good right-left combination. Again, the right hand lead in the uppercut and the good, strong left hook. It's almost like seeing replays. It's the same combination.
You see the blood. I think the referee should consider stopping this fight.
Johnson is wobbly. His legs aren't moving.
Referee. There's no point to it now. Johnson cannot win the fight. He's just taking a beating for no apparent purpose.
And his legs aren't really moving. There's no spring left at all. This could be it. This might be it.
Well, you can see, again, we have a green referee in his first pro fight, Mike Filippelli. And I think he's hesitant. You know, he doesn't want to stop it too quick. But with experience, you know, he'll learn that this type of fight should be stopped.
It can only go one way, and that's Kemp's way.
It's a totally non-competitive bout. I think it should be stopped, Spencer.
The end of the 4th round coming up. A look in the corner of Freddie Johnson, who is getting ready to come out for this 5th round. Question is, will he come out for a 6th round tonight?
Well,
question is, should he come out for the 5th round?
I think the fight should have been stopped in the last round, and no reason to it. And I don't know why Johnson's corner doesn't stop it.
Exactly. We're focusing on the referee, but his corner, they could make this decision just as easily.
Discretion, the better part of valor, but here comes Freddie Johnson one more time.
He wants to fight.
in this situation, no fighter wants to quit. He wants to, you know, if the corner made the decision for him, that would be different. There's another shot. Willy Kemp just tattooing Freddie Johnson.
Just keep coming by Willy Kemp, and seated alongside of us right now, as we were saying, Mike Marley, you were saying this gentleman, his name is Emil Griffith, 3-time welterweight, 2-time middleweight champion. He would appreciate the way this young man, Willy Kemp, sneaks in those right hands. Good evening, Emil.
Emil, what do you think? We thought that this bout perhaps should have been stopped in the last round. The fighter in blue, Fred Johnson's just taking a pounding. Well, it's referee Mike Filippelli. This is his first professional bout, and maybe he's, you know, just a little green and... Want to congratulate you, Emil, for being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and your partner, your running buddy, and the best man at your wedding, Smokin' Joe Frazier, will be up here. So you two guys will be two of the most dangerous men in town.
When he comes in, we have a good time. I'm enjoying myself right now.
It's the 5th round of this one. Kemp in the black trunks with his back to you. He has controlled this fight. He has controlled this fight virtually from the outset. Still a little wild with some of those big rights, though, Emil.
Yeah, the young man is he really had Freddie in trouble. Pretty much is all cut up, and they should stop it to me.
I wondered, Emil, as did Spencer, why didn't his corner stop it?
Exactly.
I don't know.
His eyes are closing up now, too.
Oh, the eyes, the mouth, he's just taking a pounding. He's not really learning anything.
No, and it's all cut up. You know, the referee should stop it. They're only going to get his mouth all bust up more.
And you almost get a feeling that Kemp is looking and saying, because he apparently knows this young man, they're both from Syracuse, he's kind of saying to himself, why don't they stop it?
Well, yeah.
There's no reason.
And he seems to be taking it easy. Look at this.
Well, finally, he stopped it. It's over.
That's it.
The winner by knockout, Willy Kemp.
Well, a courageous effort by Freddie Johnson. And his corner wants to know why he stopped the fight. That is unbelievable. They just don't believe that he stopped the fight.
Well, you know,
Filippelli made the right move.
We're laughing a little bit, but to stop from crying, I think it's a crime that first of all, that referee Mike Filippelli didn't stop the fight earlier. And, you know, you can see that Freddie Johnson is all right. I mean, he's going to walk out of the ring under his own power, but there's no reason for such a green boxer, an inexperienced guy like that, to take such a beating. I mean, his corner, they must be gluttons for punishment. This is typical of the whole fight. Willy Kemp smashing him with the right hand.
All night.
All night, as Emil Griffith points out. And totally one-sided bout from start to finish. Willy Kemp was just here a few minutes ago. And Willy Kemp really just doing a tattoo job on Freddie Johnson. There you see a left, right. Oh, another right and a left.
Look at him fall down.
And Johnson just really overmatched. This is the second time he has fought Willy Kemp. For the second time, Willy Kemp has come away with a victory. Last time it lasted into the 4th round, a TKO. And ready for this night where it was in the 5th round. And Emil, here you are, sir. Emil Griffith, great champion, 3 times welterweight champion, 2 times middleweight champion. The fact that there is now an official Boxing Hall of Fame here in Canastota, you folks can all get together. Something that's been long overdue.
I think so. I think it was long overdue, but time tell, and we finally got it together, and now we have our own Boxing Hall of Fame and all that. It's a beautiful thing.
Getting up here and seeing these old friends.
Oh, that's good. I love that. like Basilio and all the rest guys, you know, Napolis, and my old friend. I really enjoy seeing some of the old guys.
Okay, I see you got a button. Hall of Famer, 1990, charter
Right.
member. There it is, charter member of the Boxing Hall of Fame. Let's get the official decision from ring announcer Ron Scott Stevens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, referee Mike Filippelli stops this fight at 2 minutes and 59 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by technical knockout, raising his record to 9-2. Let's hear it for Brick City, Willy Kemp.
Willy Kemp.
Good fight.
Is 5th knockout. A record now of 9 wins and 2 losses.
For Freddie Johnson.
26-year-older from Syracuse comes away with a victory. We'll take a break here in Conestoga, New York, home of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. We get back, we'll chat more with the great champion.
I think one of the all-time great fighters, 3-time welterweight champion, 2-time middleweight champion, and I was just over in Rome recently, and Nino was looking for you. I think he wants to go one more time. Nino Benvenuti. Of course, the great Emil Griffith. Emil, I have to ask you, it's the great favorite game of boxing fans. How would so-and-so have done with a former great? How about Emil Griffith against Sugar Ray Leonard?
Well, it would have been a good fight. Maybe Sugar would have beat me, or maybe I would have beaten him. But it would have been a great fight.
What do you think about Marvin Hagler now? He's thinking about coming back to fight Sugar Ray Leonard again. He's 36, 37, whatever, his age is. Do you think that would be a mistake?
Well, see, you don't count the man out until he really gives it a try. He wants to come back for, what, the 2nd time, 3rd time?
Well, they're talking about $15 million.
That's why he's coming back.
You'd come back. Emil, one final question. You had about 25 15-round fights. Today, all title bouts are 12 rounds. Do you think that's a good idea for safety, or would you prefer the 15?
I myself would prefer 15 rounds because I'm used to it. But it's for the fighters today, it's safety.
Okay. The great Emil Griffith, and we'll be right back after this message.